egg number one. Dehjah, last time you got a he kidnapped you. Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Dehjah Love and we are back with another story time. We are going to get into this story time about how my ex-boyfriend practically kidnapped me. So before we get into this video, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, so your post notifications on so that you do not miss any of my upcoming videos. Anyways, this story starts back in, I want to say it was 2016.
That is spring, summer.
But basically how the story went, me and one of my other exes had just recently broke up. The ex who kidnapped me and him had dated in high school. Like beginning of high school, I'd say me and him dated maybe 9th, 10th grade in high school. The ex that I had currently broken up with, me and him had dated 12th grade up until like I think maybe my sophomore year in college. Me and this guy or whatever, my ex, we are going to title him Bummy. So anyways, Bummy, he hit me up one day. You know, me and him, we hadn't been talking for a while, but he hit me up and he was like, he wanted to talk to me. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. He was like, I want to talk to you in person. So I'm like, okay. And he was like, he asked me where I was. He asked if I was at my aunt's house, if I was at my mom's house. And I was like, I'm at my aunt's house. You know, at the time my mom was living in Detroit. She had recently moved to Detroit. So I was staying with my aunt because I didn't want to move to Detroit. So I was like, yeah, well, I'm in my aunt's house. So he asked me where my aunt was staying. So I told him, I was like, you know, she's staying. She's still staying in the same place. So he pulls up or whatever. It's late at night. We're sitting outside. We talking or whatever. Like, we holding the conversation like we just been cool this whole time, when in reality we really wasn't, but we was just talking or whatever. And like he asked me if I was in a relationship and I was like, no, and then my mom, I'm not in a relationship. Me and what's his face, we don't talk no more. We broke up and we decided that we just gonna be friends. So then he was like, okay, well, what about me and you? Huh? I'm like, oh my god, in my head I'm thinking to myself like, Bummy, come on now, we tried this. We didn't try this before. Like we was together like 9th, 10th grade. It didn't work out. We ended up trying again a few years later. It still did not work out. I do not feel like it's going to work out. It's not gonna work. So I didn't say this out loud, but I'm just like in my head I'm thinking like, this is not gonna work. I know it's not gonna work. I don't even know why he asked him, because he knows it's not gonna work. I don't know why he wasted his time, why he wasted his breath. But we standing here, we talking, I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know, whatever. And he was like, well, if you and him ain't talking, then me and you can talk. And I'm just like, no, I'm really not looking for a relationship right now. I feel like we could just be friends. I'm really not looking to get into nothing right now. Like, I'm just enjoying life, having fun. And so he starts spazzing. He like, so basically what you telling me is you want to be out here being a
ever speak to you again, because you're dead ass motherfucking wrong.
Who is he talking to? Looking around like, who is he talking to? Like, I laughed because I thought it was funny. So at this point, he was like, you know what, never mind. We could just be friends. We've been friends this whole time. So it's pretty chilly outside. So I was like, I was gonna get ready to go in. He was like, no, we're not done talking. Come sit in the car. So this is where I always every time tell me to sit in the car, I sit in the car. And when I sit in the car, I get over. I sat in the car. And me and him, we in the car and we talking. So he snatches my phone. At this point, I'm thinking we just friends. Like, you just said that we was just gonna be friends, so you have no rights to my phone. And I'm like, give me my phone. And he was like, no, I'm not giving you like, what's the password? So why would I give you the password? Like, I don't want you going through my phone. So he's just like, give me the password, give me the password, so I can see who you've been texting, who you've been talking to. Dude, we are not in a relationship. Like, it does not matter who I'm texting or who I'm talking to. Like, it does not matter. Like, at the time I wasn't talking to nobody. Like, me and my ex were still friends, so me and him was texting or whatever. But that was just it, because like I really wasn't talking to nobody. But he's just like, I need to see. What do you need to see for? Like, that's just all I wanted to know. Like, what do you need to see for? So I'm like, just give me my stuff. Like, give me my phone. He would not give me my phone, y'all. He would not give me my freaking phone. So me and him were going back and forth, and I'm like, dude, just give me my stuff. And he was like, nah, I'm finna me. I said, you're not taking my phone nowhere. So next thing you know, he pulls off in the car, y'all. He pulls off in the car and we go deep into Northport. So I knew about like certain areas in Northport, but like where he took me, I had never seen before. I had never seen it at all. So it was like, where am I? Like, I was so confused. So we pull up to this random house. He ends up getting out the car, and then he tells me to get out, and he goes, you could just stay the night here with me tonight. No the fuck I cannot, nigga. You was finna take me home. You are finna take me home. Y'all, I sat out there in the car without a phone because he took my phone inside with him. I sat out there in the car by myself for about 2 to 3 hours before he finally came back outside, and then he decides to apologize. And when he gets me to the house, y'all, he decides that he still does not want to give me my phone. Like, he still did not want to give me my phone. When I tell you I went in the house, I was so sad that night. I was so freaking sad. I messaged my mama on Messenger, and like, I was telling her like, Bummy took my phone and he wouldn't give it back. So I didn't tell her that like he practically kidnapped me, but I did tell her that he took my phone and he wouldn't give it back. At this point, my mama, so I'm like, I message everybody on Messenger like, don't text my phone, don't call me, like, don't do that because Bummy got my phone. If you do text it or you call it, Bummy is gonna answer and he probably gonna spaz on you. So we just want to avoid that altogether. So my best friend Ferris, she took it upon herself that she wanted to text him, and she was blowing my phone up because she was like, you need to get Dehjah back, this and the third. So my mama is calling and texting my phone like, Dehjah need her phone, like, this is how I stay in contact with her, because you know my mom was living in Detroit at the time and my mom was also sick. So everybody is blowing him up, but I'm telling like my ex or whatever, I'm like, do not text my phone. Like, if you need to get in contact with me, write me on Messenger. Do not text me, do not call me, write me on Messenger. So a day or two goes by and he still has not given me my phone. Like, I just kind of let it go. He was writing me on Messenger talking about give him the password, this and the third. No, I'm not giving you my password, like, just bring me my shit. So he was like, well, I'll bring you your phone. So I'm telling him like, no, I don't want to see you. Like, if you're gonna bring my phone, just put it in my auntie mailbox. Put it in my auntie mailbox, I'll get it, or one of my cousins will get it, or my granddaddy or somebody will get it. Just put it in the mailbox. So he's like, no, I need to see you. So this particular day, I had got my ex to take me to the public library. So I'm at the public library and I'm here doing schoolwork. So he's messaging me, asking me what I'm doing. I said, why? He was like, because I'm finna bring you your phone. So I was like, okay, well, I'm at the public library. You can bring it to the public library. My ex leaves. He leaves to go get a haircut. So Bummy tell me that he on his way. He messaged me and was like, he was outside. So I come outside and like, he's parked in front of the public library. So we talking. Basically, it wasn't even a conversation. I was like, is you gonna give me my phone? And he was like, yeah, but we need to talk. And come sit in the car. Red flag number 1. Dehjah, last time you got in this nigga car, he kidnapped you. Why would you get in his car again? It can only get worse. It can only get worse. So I get in the car, dummy. I get in the car, dummy. Me and him, we are talking. He decided to tell me that he was able to get in my phone, that he figured out my password, and he was going through my messages and he saw that me and my ex, we were still texting and we were still fooling around, like sexually or whatever. And I'm like, I wasn't in a relationship, he wasn't in a relationship, we didn't want to be in a relationship with each other, but we didn't want to be out and about fooling with just any and everybody. So in my head and in his head, we felt like we wasn't doing anything wrong. I'm not in a relationship with you, so you shouldn't be worried about who I'm fooling with. I'm not fooling with you. That's all you need to know. I'm not fooling with you.
Bitch, mind your business when it comes to me.
So we're going back and forth, and he is like peed off about this. And like, I know like he got really peed off at me because he said something about me and my ex fooling around. So I'm like, dummy, like, are you mad because I'm not fooling with you? Like, are you mad that me and you are not having sex? Like, that's what I felt like where the tension came from. Like, you're upset that I'm fooling with him, but I'm not fooling with you. Like, that's the vibe that I was getting. And I said that to him. So I was like, is you mad that we not having sex? Like, is that what it is? Like, is you mad that I'm fooling with him and I'm not fooling with you? And y'all, when I tell y'all, after I said that, all I remember is I wear glasses, y'all. I wear glasses. Right now I have my contacts in, but I normally wear glasses. Back then I did not wear my contacts. I always had my glasses on. Y'all, I was sitting there looking at him and I said that, and next thing you know, all I know is my glasses there. off my face. I don't know where my glasses went, but I know he went across my face with his hand like, after he did that, your girl started swinging.
Oh, you want to get fucked up? You want to get...
I was swinging for dear life. Like, when I tell you we was in there fighting, I'm like, I bit him. We was going in. Like, going the fuck in. So then, like, we fighting, the car is moving. He eventually, like, put his foot on the brake or whatever. I don't know how he got the car in park, but he got the car in park. So we ended up, I don't remember how we ended up outside of the car, but we was outside of the car and like we was fighting outside the car. Like, we is fist fighting. And I'm like, I am 5'5". I'm 5'5", and he buff, like real buff, really buff dude. And I would say I'm 5'5", he probably was about maybe 5'8", 5'9", maybe. He probably was 6 feet, I don't know, but it's somewhere up in there. But what I do know is we was fist fighting. And I'm like, y'all, how I knew that this nigga was crazy, the whole time we were fighting, he is killing himself laughing. Like, y'all, he is fucking laughing. I am pissed off. Like, I am dead ass fighting him. He is fighting me back, but the whole time he is fucking laughing. He is killing himself laughing. So he running from me. At this point, he stopped fighting me, and then he started running. Like, he running around the car, and I'm chasing him around the car like some fucking little ass kids. He decides, he goes, oh, so you want your phone? Like, he has my phone in his hand. He's like, oh, so you want your phone? You want this? You want this? And he took it and he threw it across the parking lot at the public library. My phone just shattered. And I'm like, I remember me watching my phone go in the air and go across, and like it just shattered. In my face, I was just like, and all I could say was my phone, like my phone. And I was about to go get it, and then something in my head just clicked like, Dehjah, don't even do it. Don't even do it. Just go in the public library. So I go in the public library and I call my mama, and like I am bawling in tears, and I call my mom. I'm like, Mom, I was like, I'm at the public library and Bummy just put his hands on me. Like, he legit put his hands on me. We was fighting. So the lady at the front desk at the public library, she was like, I'm about to call the police. So she called the police, and the police get there or whatever. And like, I explained to them what happened, and they asked me if I wanted to press charges and all this, that, and the third. And I just was like, no, I don't want to press charges. Honestly, I just really want, all I want for real is for him to just leave me alone. Like, I don't want to deal with him no more. I just want him to completely leave me the fuck alone. Like, do not get in contact with me no more. Just leave me alone. So later on that night, y'all, he messages me on fucking Messenger. And what kills me is, I'm a hoe, I'm a bitch, I'm all this, I'm all that, I ain't nothing, but you still messaging me and you still press. Like, what is it that we have to discuss at this point? We just got the fight in, bro. You just practically tried to beat my ass. Like, what else is it for us to discuss? And he's in the messages talking about how I bit him, and y'all, like, that whole situation was just so scary. Like, honestly, like, that just showed me how crazy he really was. And honestly, after that, y'all, I can say I don't know if he was stalking me or what, but I just know for some reason every time me and my friends decided to go somewhere, he would always be there. And like, it's like, it used to have me so uneasy, because every time we would see him, he always wanted a hug, or he always wanted to speak. Like, dude, the last encounter that we had, we got to fighting. Like, don't talk to me. Like, don't speak to me, don't try to touch me, don't nothing. But yes, y'all, that's my story of that was actually 2 stories in one, because I was just only supposed to talk about how he kidnapped me, but I had to tie in the rest, because y'all, he did me dirty. He did me dirty. But one thing I can say is, a nigga ain't gonna never get the best of me. I fight niggas in all. I fight niggas in all. You will never get the best of me. If we end up getting a fight, bitch, you gonna be fucked up too. You ain't gonna fuck me up and not think that something gonna be wrong with you, because baby, he had bite marks all up on his shit. Indeed. But yes, y'all, that's it for this video. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, turn your post notifications on so that you do not miss any more of my videos. And with that being said, peace. I'm out. on the